Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Deep Duck Trouble starring Donald Duck for the Sega Master System. In the last video, we went through the volcano and we got the Ruby Fire, and now we are going to go through the Inlet, which will take place underwater. So, without further ado, Round 3, the Inlet. Seek out the Golden Fang. Let's begin. And scene 1 is underwater. When you start this scene, you don't have control over Donald. Donald puts on some scuba gear, and then you drop off this boat into the water below. So we have plenty of enemies here underwater, but we can more or less avoid them. So if you see anything pink on the floor, that's an eel that will pop out, kind of like that. And you kind of want to avoid the eels, though you can kick a box at them. Or a block. Same with the little manta rays that are moving back and forth on the floor. Be sure to go all the way up here when you kick the box into that hole there, because that way you can easily get a diamond and an extra life. You are going to need that. The fish move around a little randomly. I may get hit. Yeah, I'm going to get hit here. So so this part here, you can't duck under the long fish. You just kind of have to stay above and hope you don't get hit by what's above on the left side of the screen. Once you get past those two things, though, you're pretty much free and clear as long as you stay on the high road. And you want to stay a little bit high, but not too high. And you want to watch out for that eel when you go for the 1-up. Yes, there's another 1-up here. Might as well get it. Now we're going to kick the block here, and it's going to end up right into this hole. If you manage to get here in time, you can get yourself a free ice cream. And believe it or not, you can walk across the gaps and get past the fish that will come down on you pretty much alright. As for these fish, just watch where you're going. Just course correct when necessary, and you can keep yourself from running into the spikes. I feel like something should be in there, but I guess not. I'm going to wait so I don't get hit. And you can kick the block here, but, well, it won't do you much good. It won't get you anything. But at least you can get revenge on the eels a little bit before entering Scene 2, which takes place in a sunken ship. That wasn't a lot of points. We'll get more after this. I forgot to mention the swimming controls, but they're pretty easy. You just move around and with left and right, and you can go down a little faster with down on the D-pad, and you can keep pressing button 2 to keep ascending in the water. So, yeah, pretty easy. You probably already figured that out. Anyway, avoid the clams. They will snap upwards at you, but they can only go so high. Even then, they can be a bit of a nuisance and can make getting around just a tad harder. Just a tad. Keep in mind that you need solid ground in order to stand and kick a treasure chest. So kick the top one first, then kick what's below. by kicking the block to the left here, the anemones will carry it to the chest, and they will break that chest. These particular fish take 2 hits to the feet. They puff up after the first hit, and they go down completely after the second. As for these broken portholes, if you approach them, they will shake and then fall down. And again, rule of top to bottom also applies to these chests as well. And can I get to you? I can. And I want to get this block out of the way too, so that way I can get to the money just a little more easily. Now, I need to kick this to the left. This will carry the block over here to the left, but if I can kick you to the right, this will break both of the chests, get me another diamond, get me another extra life. And we have another chest over here. It just contains a bag of money. Now, we need to get up here, kick this box to the left, or to the right rather. This will break the ceiling, and if we go up, which the game will eventually let us do after a short while, get this to fall down, we can get a bag of money and a 1-up. Pretty easy to get if you know to break the ceiling. Don't miss out on that. There's a chest with a diamond here. And we're going to need to kick this block to the right so we can break our way over to the next room, which will take us, well, not to the boss quite yet. Next room is the boss, but we can get our revenge on the fish. This is the boss. Once you go in here, Donald automatically swims to the right and gets scared off by the shark. For this particular sequence, you kind of want to stay on the upper half of the screen, kind of like where I am, and you want to watch what approaches you carefully. The shark may be snapping at you right now, but if you have stuff in your leg like just earlier, the shark refrains from snapping at you for the most part. Just make sure you're not too far down. That way you can, well, you can avoid getting gnawed on while waiting to see what you have to avoid next. And I can just kind of stay in the center there for the most part. And that was it. Donald has found the Golden Fang. Only one treasure remains. Now that we've completed the inlet, there will now be a shark swimming around in the ocean, and we have the valley that is left to go. Once we complete the valley, we will be able to complete the 4 starting stages that we can play in any order, and then it will be on to the final part of the game. So join me next time where we go through the valley. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress, Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!